YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Eisenairs Tactical, back with another video, man. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Hey, I just want to send a shout out to SC14 Gun Cleaner. These guys are great, man. Veteran owned, made in the United States, biodegradable. They got the refillable jugs for deep cleaning and all that kind of stuff. Hit those guys up, man, if you're looking for a good gun cleaner, man. Yeah, SC14. Got to give it up. Hey, if you want to support the channel, go ahead and check out my channel description. My email's in there. Email me and I'll just go ahead and mail one right out to you, man. No doubt. Yeah, man. Home invasion, man. This is out of control, man. Hey, I got a couple of them for you guys real quick. This is just crazy. Because I've been busy and I've been seeing a lot of stuff on the news. And YouTube, I want to say before I get started, all this stuff is safety check, clear. All these firearms are unloaded. There's nothing in the chamber right here. You can see that's empty. The tube, everything is empty up in there. Okay, all these guns are unloaded. You're gonna see tonight, man. But yeah, I've been busy, but it's out of control right now with these home invasions, and they still are coming in deep. Matter of fact, let's get right into one right now, so I don't waste your time too much. Stand by real quick.
Tonight with the Queens woman sharing her terrifying experience of coming face to face with a group of brazen thieves inside her house.
Police say that the thieves got away with items worth more than $1 million. John Diaz spoke with the homeowner, who explains how she was blindsided by this whole thing.
Heart-stopping surveillance video shows the moments a Queens mother says 5 mass burglars forced their way into her Kew Gardens home last Wednesday night around 7:30.
My nanny went out to throw out the garbage, and then when she was coming back in, they followed her in.
The 36-year-old mother didn't want to show her face on camera, saying the intense moments left her feeling scarred and violated.
I don't have peace of mind to even come out my house.
The incident happening inside her multi-million-dollar home. She says the burglars tied her and the nanny up with duct tape. Her 2 young sons slept through the whole thing, but her 6-year-old daughter was wide awake.
First, they locked me in a closet, and then I heard my daughter screaming because they had her in another room. So I banged on the closet. They let me out, and thankfully they let me be with her the entire time in her room.
She says that's where she watched out the window, waiting for them to leave.
They ran downstairs, and I was able to cut my nanny's ties, and she cut my ties, and we locked the door, and they actually came back again, but we closed the door in time.
Police say the burglars made off with items valued at more than $1 million. Jewelry, including her wedding ring, watches, and expensive bags like Hermes and Chanel. Police say a 6th person waited inside the getaway car, a white Toyota RAV4, seen driving away from their home. The homeowner tells me that the burglars were inside her house for about 45 minutes. She tells us that they actually used her expensive luggage to carry out all those valuable items. Police are now trying.
Okay, you saw it. That's what I'm saying. They're not coming 2 or 3 deep. That's 6 dudes in there. Man, that was a crazy incident right there, and that's going on all over the country. And like I said, I just came back from Texas, big city, Dallas, all that area and all there. But it's just really this one. Reason why this one's kind of interesting, because they had millions of dollars that they took of jewelry and all that stuff. It still make in that home, and it still make you think like, man, did somebody know they had this? And then they would know, they knew they had. So it seemed like the amount of guys that came was because they knew how much they were going to get. And because they knew it was a big lick. So it still makes you wonder on some of these large heists, are they getting inside intel, man? It's kind of crazy, man. So I don't know what's going on with that, but that just goes to show that from the top to the bottom, they're busting in people's homes, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, by the way, on a side note, I just saw Den of Thieves Part 2. That shit's dope right there, boy. That was a good one right there. I was tripping because I was drinking. I was watching it, and I had a few beers, and I kind of was like, I didn't pick up that the cop was really laying low, doing some old school Lawrence Fishburne deep cover. If you never saw this movie, maybe some old school cats watching this video probably have, but one of the dopest, kind of like, cop drama movie where the cop go bad. Watch Deep Cover, Lawrence Fishburne, and what's his name? He was in Jurassic Park. God, I can't think of his name right now. You guys are talking about the guy who played the doctor on Jurassic Park. What's his name? I can't think of his name. But anyway, he was a cop. They both were cops. But anyway, Fishburne went deep cover. And matter of fact, deep cover, the soundtrack, Snoop, that was his introductory to rap music. It was deep cover. 187 on the motherfucking cop. You know, late. It was called Midnight or something. Creeping and running to a cop. 187 on the mother. Anyway, if you old school, you know what I'm talking about. But deep cover, Jeff Goldblum. So Jeff Goldblum, Lawrence Fishburne, deep cover. Basically, what happened was, I'm rambling. I'm way off topic right now. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But what happened was, Fishburne, they put him on a special detail. They said, we need to go deep cover and try to solve this case. Jeff Goldblum was a huge heroin dealer or whatever. That's what it was. And so he went undercover, went undercover. But what happened was he got caught up and got into the lifestyle and forgot that he was supposed to be on the good side. But anyways, that's a dope movie, man. Anyway, I got way off topic. Deep cover, man. But yeah, that was Snoop's. That was technically Snoop's first LP or first single that he ever put out, on wax. Because back in that era, you have to be my age to understand this. A lot of artists were being introduced by soundtracks, believe it or not. They were dropping, because when you would buy a movie would come out, they have a soundtrack, and the soundtrack would immediately go right to a CD or whatever it may be, and then everybody go out and buy it. But they were usually dope, like the New Jack City soundtrack. That one was a good soundtrack. The Bodyguard with Kevin Costner, Whitney Houston, that was a good soundtrack. Deep Cover was a good soundtrack. There was a lot of good tracks on the Deep Cover soundtrack. Above the Rim has, there's a lot of movies back in the day had soundtracks that were good musically too. But anyway, back to this home invasion, man. But you saw that went down. That's a lot of money. I still think that's intel. That is not an accident. Someone gave a drop. But check this one out right here. Check this out for sure. This is crazy.
2 Woodland Hills residents suffering a harrowing night after several suspects broke into their home and held them captive while robbing them. KTLA's Jacqueline Sarkeesian is live at the scene with the details. Jacqueline, good morning.
Hi, Eric. Good morning to you as well. Definitely a scary situation for these residents. We spoke to other people who live in this neighborhood for at least 30 years. They didn't hear what happened. They did hear police activity last night, and needless to say, they were shocked something like this did happen in their neighborhood. It's extremely hard to see the home from where we're at. It's up this hill. You can see it's blocked by trees and bushes, but this is the home where this incident took place. It happened just before 7 o'clock last night in the 23,300 block of Irwin Street in Woodland Hills. Police say the suspects zip-tied one of the victims while they were sleeping. They then confronted another victim who was in the laundry room. Both victims were held for several hours before the suspects ran from the home with a safe. It's unclear what was inside that safe and if any of the victims were hurt. As of now, officers do not have a description of those suspects. Now, this is the second home invasion in Woodland Hills this month. Back on March 4th, LAPD reported a suspect broke into a home less than 3 miles from here. 3 people were home at the time, in which the suspect cuffed and moved them into a closet. He then boarded up and covered the door with plywood to stop the residents from escaping. No word on how much was stolen and if police ever found him. Officers did say he was wearing a face mask, white shirt, and black shoes. As for this latest incident that happened last night, once again, LAPD actively searching for 3 to 4 suspects in this home invasion, and no word if any of the residents were injured. Reporting live from Woodland Hills, Jacqueline Sarkeesian, KTLA 5.
Now you see that one right there. So I'm just giving you a variety of how this shit is going down, and it's all over the country. It doesn't matter where it's at. But what I'm noticing though is a trend of the people are just brazen. These motherfuckers are not nervous, and that's where you got to have some kind of firepower. Now, you ain't got to have a shotgun. Some people don't want to have a shotgun. You ain't got to have one. You can still have a pistol. Pistol's good. Now, I was going to have to break this out because, just got that. So, you can have a pistol too. Now, when I get this thing suppressed, this might easily move right into home defense because I really don't want to carry it. I don't want to mar it all up and scratch it up. So this could easily move into home defense real quick if Clear Weapon YouTube, just letting you know, ain't nothing going on up in there. this could easily move into home defense if when I get that suppressor. So because you know, you got capacity, all that, you got your light, you know, you good to go, you know, full size grip, boom. But that means I would have to take out my Glock 21 out of home defense mode, and I don't know about that. 45 ACP home defense. That's I might have suppressed that thing first before I even, you know, and I'm serious, but I don't know about moving my Glock 21 because that's old trusty been by my side for a long time, and I'm just used to Glock 21 by my bedside. But whoo, that would be nice, suppressed by your bedside, you know, man. But anyway, yeah, you can get a pistol too, man, but you gotta have something for home defense. You can't just be sitting around there with no baseball bat and all that kind of junk, thinking that's gonna work. You know, I got the the blade, you know, clear mag YouTube. Ain't nothing up in there, nothing going on. See, ain't nothing in the chamber. You can see right there, empty chamber, no mag. Woo! But you can get you a PCC, something like this, you know, little Scorpion clone. You gotta have something. You gotta have something. You know, and this is threaded too. Now I'm curious, the thread pitch, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna do it right now in this video because they might not even monetize it by now. They might even want it right now, but I'm gonna the thread pitch is the same because that'd be nice if I can suppress the same suppressor, put this on there too when I want to. And then this might jump into home defense. Who knows? But I want that Glock reliability though. But who knows though? This could just jump right into home defense. But you gotta have something nowadays, man, because it's just too many cats running wild, doing wild shit. People are corrupt for it. I saw a story today where a dude locked some people in a church demanding $40. Some psychopath, like just, he wanted $40 from every person or he was gonna shoot the whole place up. And then some guy was like, take all my money or something like that, where the story went. And so you just never know where it's gonna come down at. You have no idea when it's gonna pop off. You just gotta be ready. But in your home, man, let me tell you, people gotta stop talking people out of home defense. Because what did I hear? Some ridiculous. Oh, I was in academy when I was buying ammo, and I heard some dude was in there. You know, man. First of all, let's just keep it real. Just because you wear camouflage gear, hunting clothing, that don't mean you 2A, and that don't mean that you're a hunter. First of all, just because you got a little, you know, Bass Pro Hot, that don't make you no hunter and no outdoor person, man. Some people don't even go out in the woods at all. They stay on their front porch, backyard, barbecuing and pointing fingers and judging people. So let's stop acting like the same way somebody wears a pair of Jordans and sag their jeans, they think they tough. They're all that stuff. So don't be judging people about what they wear, man. So I can tell you what happened in the academy. I called these people out immediately. So there was a couple up in there. We're in the ammo area and all that area, you know, in the back where you buy guns and all that stuff. And so this guy was back there. He said, "Oh yeah," he goes, "Man, Blazer 115, $14.99 a box." He said, "That's high." He goes, "When's the sale coming?" or something like. In a way, he obviously knew like how they operate, and he said, "Well, we'll have our sale coming up pretty soon for something or whatever, and it'll be down to I think $10.99 a box, something like that." And then he went on to the other section, and then it was a guy, and him and his wife clearly or whatever, who knows, but I ain't gonna describe who she was, but anyway, she looked like she ain't go back home. And anyway, she was like saying I guess her husband wanted a particular caliber. Oh, he wanted the Monarch 9mm, and it was all gone. All they had was steel case left in a few boxes. And he asked the guy, like, you ain't got nothing in the back? He said, "No, whatever out there, sir, is all we got." And he was like, "You just missed it," because the guy came in and bought a whole bunch. And then she said, oh, that ain't fair. It should be enough for everybody to buy ammunition. It shouldn't be one person get to buy. I need to talk to your manager. And he goes like, "Well, I am the manager." He goes like, "That's not how it works. It's first come, first serve." I'm thinking like, what? This bitch over here. And see, that's what I'm saying. Everybody ain't pro 2A. There's an example. She actually believes that a licensed place that can sell ammunition should actually limit to someone how much they want to buy when they're in there buying ammunition. Think about how ridiculous that sounds. That's how it was in COVID. That's close to communism. We don't need none of them kind of rules. And I fall victim all the time. I want to get some ammunition and it's out, and I just walk back out this door. I don't sit there and say like, "Man, this ain't fair." you know what I'm saying? Like, you should have left me 6 boxes for me. What kind of ignorance is that? And how are you pro 2A? But clearly they're about guns and they do something with guns, but don't look like she do any kind of hunting to me, but I ain't gonna get into all that. But I'm just saying, I think that's whack when you talking about let me see the manager because there's no ammunition on deck. Man, get up out of here, man. People are ridiculous, man. So be careful thinking everybody's pro 2A. And that's why, you know, I tend not to really talk a lot of pro. You guys be surprised, like on my own time, I don't really go into guns that much because I'm really watching people and trying to figure out where they stand on some stuff. Because people, if you give enough time, they'll run their mouth and say something crazy, and you'll be like, damn, I'm glad I didn't tell you that I had a gun. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, man. So seriously, I know I'm rambling right now, but that's how I look at it, man. Some of these people, man, you can't trust them at all, man. I'm pro 2A my ass. Oh, shout out to Yeti. Yeah, pro 2A my ass. You ain't pro 2A. You just, you know what I'm saying? You think about yourself is what you're doing. Which is not pro 2A. Pro 2A is about thinking about everybody, but it's not about controlling and restricting people from what they can buy and when they want to buy it. So, man, let me get into this next, this last one. Now, this one's disturbing because this falls under like abuse of power. Like when people actually know, like your boss or something like that. Shout out to the 2A team. You know, Justin Worth, citizen to a citizen. You know, 2A Ninja, silver and black. But man, this one is the worst because this falls into like how do you call it? Like you feel like these people are, this person has your back, or you know, supervisor or person at work, or you know, a church member, whatever, and take advantage of your weakness. So let's check this one out right quick. This is terrible right here. This one's crazy.
It's a terrifying home invasion. A man with a flashlight enters a single mom's house and ends up caught on her security camera. And when she looked at the video, she knew who it was right away. Here's why.
It's terrifying. A man caught on security tape breaking into a home. What made this even more shocking is the identity of the intruder. It was 43-year-old Marie Columna's pastor. There he was in her kitchen, clearly identifiable.
You would never think a pastor would do anything bad to anyone.
When you follow God's vision, and it's not just any church. 49-year-old Sergio Guardia was a pastor at a mega church, the 24,000-member Thomas Road Baptist Church in Lynchburg, Virginia. Maria and her husband were very close with the pastor and his wife, as seen in this photo. What was Pastor Guardia like?
Very charismatic, extremely nice.
But after she divorced her husband, Marie says the pastor's behavior became increasingly odd.
He started just showing up to my house. My kids wouldn't be home. It'd be in the middle of the day. And he would just show up and bring me groceries. He did that a handful of times. Sometimes I would get home and he'd be right on my porch. So I couldn't even avoid him.
But nothing prepared her for this. Surveillance video, which was taken while she was away for the weekend with her 2 kids.
I just couldn't process that it was Sergio.
Lo and behold, he came back the next day.
I was watching the live feed of him entering my daughter's bedroom.
She called the cops, and you can see them with guns drawn. They even use a police dog in their search, but the pastor had already fled. Guardia was charged with burglary and stalking.
Guardia has been found guilty, and a senior pastor confirms he's no longer employed by the mega church.
Okay, you saw that. The pastor, you know what I'm saying? It's the old saying, man. Church, man. Shout out to my mom, rest in peace, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It's always some cats in church doing some shady shit, man. Like it's always, you gotta watch them cats, man, because they be knowing a lot of your personal business. And here's a perfect example. You know, her husband, you know, that goes through a divorce, and then this cat slides up in there, you know what I'm saying, shooting game, trying to get at her and stuff like that. So that's just crazy, man. Then he going all up in her house and everything, like, you know what I'm saying? She should have known anyway when the food started bringing groceries by. It's like, did you ever bring groceries with my husband when we were married? Did you do that? Nope. So that there go a red flag right there. And that's why a lot of these women need to stop being stupid, letting these cats get up in their house and bringing them gifts and stuff. Especially if you, I ain't gonna judge nobody, but if you fairly attractive and you single and in the neighborhood, and all of a sudden, you know, these dudes never said hi to you before, the neighbor or whatever. And now all of a sudden you go through a divorce or separation, they over here bringing cupcakes and, you know what I'm saying, it's bringing cupcakes and all that kind of stuff. All of a sudden, they're not doing that because they really looking out for you. They doing that because they trying to get your pants and all kind of other like deviant things. So a lot of women got to be smarter than that, man. Like just, watch out for that kind of stuff. But at the church, doing home invasions and at the church, now, I don't know if that was really a home invasion. That was more like a home. It was you invaded someone's home, but I don't know, he was going to intent to kill her or something like that or rob her. I think he was just being a creep at the end of the day. But I just want to show those videos, man. Let y'all see those home invasions and definitely get yourself armed up. You know what I'm saying? G-Force blade. That thing looks clean. Definitely get yourself armed up. Protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? That little mod worked good. And just be ready to go. You never know what could happen. Like I said, these are some of the things I like. Shotgun. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Things like this can keep you safe, man. Somebody come through your door. Be ready and keep them all loaded up and boom, let them have it. And like I said, you can have a pistol too. Can't go wrong with a pistol. Cannot go wrong with a pistol, man. But let me know what you guys think about these home invasions, man. And let me know what you guys got for your home invasions, for your home defense setup. Shotgun, pistol, whatever it may be, what you roll with, and are you ready? At least you have something, man. It ain't got to be any of this, but just let me know you got something to protect yourself because it's definitely going down, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Everybody stay safe, man. Peace.